So children, yesterday I told about refraction, then I told loss of refraction, okay, then I told from rarer to denser light ray moves towards the normal, denser to rarer it moves away from the normal, critical angle I told, total internal reflection I told, then I told center of curvature and focus, focal length, radius of curvature and also aperture, okay, and for focal pole. All these topics I discussed yesterday, children. Now here we will see today what are the rules to draw ray diagrams and ray diagrams. Rules to draw ray diagrams. What are the rules to draw ray diagrams? Children, diagrams. When you're drawing ray diagrams, compulsory you have 8 ray diagrams. Children, you have to remember in refraction lesson. Okay, so children, there are 8 ray diagrams are there. Children, all ray diagrams are very very important. Yeah. First rules. What are the rules to draw a diagram? First rule, children. Please see here. First rule. Please keep copying everyone. Don't sit idle. First rule. Whenever any light ray is coming parallel to principal axis, children, I told this is principal axis. Can anyone define what is principal axis, children? Yesterday I told. What is principal axis, children? It is the line joining center of curvature, focus, and pole. What is the principal axis, children? It is the line joining center of curvature, focus, and pole. If the light ray is coming parallel to the principal axis, after reflection, it goes to focus. Okay. If a light ray is coming parallel to principal axis, after reflection, it goes to focus, compulsory. Number two, children. Number two. Number two. If a light ray is coming, children, if a light ray is coming through focus, if a light ray is going through focus, after reflection, it goes parallel to the principal axis. After reflection, it goes parallel to the principal axis. Number three. If a light ray is hitting at pole, if a light ray is hitting at pole, it obeys laws of reflection. It obeys laws of reflection. Number four, in lenses, if a light ray is going through optic center, light ray does not deviate. If light ray is going through optic center, it does not deviate. What are the four rules, children? Light ray coming parallel to the principal axis goes through focus. Whether in lenses or mirrors, it is same, children. Whether in lenses or mirrors, it is same. Okay, if light ray is coming, children, parallel to the principal axis, after refraction, it goes through focus. Okay, and if a light ray is coming through, children, try to understand. If a light ray is going through focus, after refraction, goes parallel to the principal axis. Okay, children, and light ray going through optic center does not deviate. What is this, children? Can anyone tell what is this? What is this? Light ray going parallel to the principal axis goes through focus. Okay, children. Can anyone repeat, children? Light ray going. Can anyone say? Harika, can you repeat, Nana? Light ray parallel
Light ray
to
going
parallel
parallel
to
to
principal
principal
axis,
axis passes
pass
through
through
focus.
pass through focus. Light ray parallel to principal axis, pass through focus. Can you tell this one, Amma? Light ray
Passing through focus
hmm,
refracts parallel to principal axis.
goes parallel to principal axis. Goes parallel to principal axis. Goes parallel to principal axis. What you will write here? Light ray going through optic center. Light ray going through optic center. Harika.
Does not deviate.
Light ray going to opposite center does
Does
not deviate. Does not deviate. Does
deviate.
not deviate. It goes straight, children. Okay. Surya, can you tell three? All these 3 points. Can you say Surya first one?
So light ray going parallel to
Principal axis.
principal axis.
After refraction goes
After
through.
refraction goes to focus.
Light ray going through focus goes.
Light ray going to focus goes parallel to
Principal axis.
principal axis.
Light ray going through optic center
So light ray going to optic central
does not
deviate.
deviate. Light ray going through optic center does not deviate. Sujit, can you tell? Sujit, can you repeat?
So light ray going
Parallel to principal axis.
going parallel
To
to principal
focus.
axis to focus.
Light ray going
Light
to
ray
focus goes
light ray going to focus goes
parallel to
parallel to
principal
principal
axis.
axis.
Light ray going through optic center
Ray going to optic center
does
does not deviate.
deviate. Okay, children. Now rules are over, children. Now we will draw ray diagrams. Okay, all the 8 ray diagrams will draw, children. See here, first ray. Children, in refraction lesson, we have 8 ray diagrams, children. In refraction lessons, we have 8 ray diagrams. I'll teach you all 8 ray diagrams, children. All of you should learn and practice and 2 to 10 and send to me, children. First ray diagram. Children, all first we will see called object, object at infinity. Please children, all of you keep copying. Object at infinity. Object at infinity means this is principal axis. This is our lens, children. This is our lens. This is optic center. This is F. This is 2F. This is F. This is 2F. Okay, principal axis, children. So light rays are coming from infinity. We don't know. Means like a very very far object like a star, moon, or anywhere down only very very far object you are seeing. All light rays coming from infinity meets at light ray coming from infinity meets at light ray coming from infinity meets at
Focus.
focus. Very good. Light ray coming from infinity meets at focus. Okay, children. So every diagram will have heading, diagram, characters. What are the characters here, children? What are the characters? Is a real image. Real image means we can see that it will form on the screen. It's real. Point size. It looks like a dot. Where it is forming on F. Where it is forming on F, children. Real, point size on F. Where the image is forming real, point size on F, children. Real, point size on F. Next. Okay. This is real, point size on focus. It is forming, children. And children, focal length is always positive for convex lens. Children. For convex lens, focal length is always positive. Children. For convex lens, focal length is always will take positive only, and object distance is always negative because object distance is this side, so negative. Compulsory negative only on this side. Object distance is always will take negative. This is negative, so this side is positive. This side is negative. This side is positive. So image distance will take it as positive. Object distance will take it as negative. Object image distance. This is image distance. Where image is formed, image distance will take positive. This is negative, this is positive. Okay, as I keep on telling you will understand. Second heading, children, object beyond 2F. Children, this is principal axis. This is F, this is 2F, this is F, this is 2F. Object is beyond 2F, children. Object is beyond 2F. Children, when object is beyond 2F, you'll get one ray parallel to the principal axis, it goes like this, children. And after refraction, compulsory you should go to focus. Other light ray going through optic center does not deviate, children. So you will get image between F and 2F. Try to understand, children. One ray parallel to the principal axis, compulsory should go through focus. Other light ray going through optic center does not deviate. If you draw like that, you are getting where you are getting image, children. Image is forming between F and 2F. What are the characters, children? This side it is formed, it is real, children. Real. Children, object is like this, image is reversed, so it is called inverted. Children, object is big, image is small, so it is called diminished. What is it called, children? Diminished. And where it is formed, children? Where it is formed between? Where it is formed, children? Between F and 2F. And focal length is always positive for convex lens. Object distance on this earth negative only, compulsory. And image distance, this is negative, this side is positive. This side is negative, this side is positive. Image distance is positive. Try to understand, children. As you do next one, you will understand. Next third one, children, first object was at infinity, then it came beyond 2F. Now it comes on 2F. Object on 2F, children. We are bringing object near. First it was at infinity, then it was beyond 2F. Now it is on 2F. This is principal axis. This is your principal axis, focus, 2F, F, 2F. When you keep any object on 2F, same, children, one ray parallel to the principal axis goes through focus. Parallel to the principal axis goes through focus. Other light ray going through optic center does not deviate. Again, you will get on 2F only. You will get image again on 2F only. Try to understand. This side it is coming, we can see. So real. This is upside, this is reverse. This is reverse, so inverted. Children, this was small. Now here, this and this will be same. Real, inverted, same size. And where you are getting image on 2F only. When you keep object on 2F, image also you will get on 2F. When you keep object on 2F, image also you will get on 2F. Focal length is positive. Object distance is always negative. And V is positive. Why V is positive? This side is negative length, this side is positive. Object distance we are taking negative length, this side is positive. Hope you people are copying, children. Please keep copying, children. Again, I will erase it. Please keep copying, children. You have to practice all these ray diagrams 2 times, 3 times, and you have to send. Then only you will understand refraction lesson, children. Next, fourth question. Object between 2F and F. Object between 2f and f, children. Now, object is between 2f and f. Please see here, children. Object, where is the object, children? Between f and 2f. Where is the object, children? Between f and 2f. Children, initially object was beyond 2f. Next on 2f. Now between f and 2f, we'll keep the object. We'll keep between f and 2f. Okay, children, if you keep f and 2f, one ray parallel to the principal axis, how it will go, children? Through focus. Light ray parallel to principal axis goes through focus. Other light ray going through optic center does not deviate. So you will get image beyond 2f. Somewhere where they meet, there you will get image beyond 2f. Yeah, Nandika. Children, real, inverted. Why inverted, children? This is below our principal axis. Magnified, magnified, and you are getting image beyond 2f, children. You are getting image beyond 2f, image beyond real, children. Inverted, magnified, beyond 2f you are getting, children. Image is beyond 2f. And what are the characters, children? Focus. Focal length is positive, children. Please see here. Focal length is positive for convex lens. Object distance is always negative because this side. Image is positive because this side. Opposite side it is there. Can anyone tell what will be the next heading, children? First it was infinity, beyond 2f, on 2f, between 2f and f. Can you anyone tell what is next heading for ray diagram?
At F.
Very good. On f. Next is on f. Okay, children, this is your convex lens. Children, please keep copying everyone. This is f. This is 2f. This is f. This is 2f. On f, if you keep one ray comes like this, goes through focus. Other light ray going through focus, optic center does not deviate. So image is formed somewhere at infinity, children, because they both are parallel rays. When they both are parallel rays, they don't meet. What are the characters, children? Real, because this side. Down it is there, so inverted. Of course, it is big only. You get magnified image. And where image is formed? At infinity. Where image is formed? Infinity. Focal length for convex lens is positive only always. Focal length for convex lens is positive. Object distance on the self, I told always will take negative. Object distance is negative, so image distance will be positive. Why means this side is negative, this side is positive. Okay, can anyone tell heading for next ray diagram, children? Can anyone tell heading for next ray diagram? Can anyone tell heading for next ray diagram? Object between
F and optic center.
F and optic center. Very good, Raghav. F and optic center. Okay. So like this, children. This is F. This is okay, children. Here we are keeping object there. So one ray like this, it will go. It goes like this. Other light ray going like this, children. When extended back, they both will meet somewhere here. You get here image. They both are extending, children. They both are extending. Because they both are diverging. If you extend back, you will get same side. First time you see, children, object and image are on the same side. Till now, object is this side, image this side. Object here, image here. Object here, image here. First time we are getting object and image on the same side. The type of image is called virtual. Till now, we are getting all inverted images. All inverted below. Now, first time you got erect image, children. First time you got erect image. And this is magnified only because the object is small, image is big. So children, what type of image is this? Magnified image. Focus, children. Focal length for convex lens is positive only. Object distance always negative only. Object and image are on the same side. Object also here, image also same here. So image distance also will take negative. Image distance also will take negative because image and object are on the same side. If image is this side positive, image is here negative. Image is this side positive, image is here negative. Okay, children, please keep copying, children, everyone. Very, very important, children. Last two ray diagrams are there, children, apart from this. Last two ray diagrams are there, children. All of you copied this? Surya, did you copy? Surya?
Yes, sir.
Sujit, did you copy?
Sir.
Ravram?
Sir, once can you send the photos? Last two I didn't copy.
I sent already. Pravalika, did you copy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Harika?
Yes, sir.
All six ray diagrams you copied?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, next. Last two ray diagrams are there, children. Last two ray diagrams are there. Now we will study concave lenses, children. Concave lenses. Concave lenses. First one, children. Object at infinity.
Why? అసలు ఈ ఆన్సర్స్ చూడనా?
Nandika, I will not allow you to the tuition from today, Nandika. You don't have common sense, basically. 1 second, children. We'll remove her from group.
Sir, sorry, sir.
Yeah, children. So object is at infinity, children. This is principal axis. This is concave lens, children. This is concave lens. Okay. When object is coming from infinity, children, see here, object is coming from infinity. Object is coming from infinity. All the light rays undergo divergence. All the light rays undergoes divergence. Children, in convex lens, what happened, children? They all underwent convention like this. They all underwent convergence. Here they undergo divergence. Children, in convex lens, all the light rays, when they are passing, they converge to one point. But in concave lens, they all will undergo divergence. Children. This is called divergence. Okay. When extended back, here you will get the image, children. Of course, it will form on focus only. So what are the characters of image, children? Object is on same side, image also same side. Object also here, image also here. The type of image is called anyone? Object here, image also here. The type of image, anyone?
Virtual.
Very good. Virtual. Point size. It is looking like a dot. Point size on F. Okay. Now, children, focal length for convex lens I told positive, but for concave lens it is negative. Object distance is negative only, children. Blindly you can put. Children, object and image are on the same side. This is object, this is image. Object and image are on the same side means V is positive or negative, children?
Negative.
Negative. Where object is there, image is also there, so negative. Where object is there, image is also that side, so negative. Where object is there, image is also that side, so negative. Second one. Children, next heading is object anywhere on principal axis. Object anywhere on principal axis. Children, like a convex lens beyond C, on to F, between 2F and F, on F, between F and P, like that you will not have children. All will be same, children. Object anywhere on principal axis you keep, you will get the same image, children. You don't have different headings for concave lenses, children. Only one heading will be there, children. Only one heading will be there. What is that means, sir? Light ray going like this, children, undergoes divergence. When extended back, it goes through focus. Other light ray going through optic center does not deviate. Here you will get image. Here you will get image. Where they are meeting, here you will get image. Object here, image also here. What type of image, anyone? Object and image same side.
Virtual.
Virtual. Children, this is also up. This is also up. That type of images are called?
Erect.
Very good. Erect. Children, this is big, this is small. So this is called? Small means?
Diminished.
Diminished. Focal length for concave lens is what, children? Negative. Focal length for convex is positive. For the concave lens, it is negative. Object distance is always negative. Object distance always negative. Image distance. Children, object and image are on the same side. So image should also be taken as negative, children, because object size fully is negative. Image also here, so it is taken negative, like this, children. Okay, this expression you will not get in any textbook, children. Be careful. Only I will say, so be careful, children, and learn them. Very important, children. Okay. Please draw the ray diagrams, children. Draw the ray diagrams also. Hope you all copied, children. Hope you all copied. So, children, what we discussed, children, till now, once I will revise. What we discussed once I will revise, children. In first class, we studied about refraction. Then I told rarer to denser, it moves towards the normal. Denser to rarer, it moves away from the normal. And why the refraction occurs due to change in velocity and wavelength, I told. Then I told about loss of refraction, incident ray, refracted ray, normal lies on the same plane. Then I told Snell's law. What is Snell's law? Ratio of sine of angle of incidence to Sine of angle of refraction is constant. That constant is called refractive index. I told you. Then I told critical angle. Its angle is if incidence in denser medium, for which angle of refraction in rarer medium is 90 degrees. I told children. So what is the formula for a critical angle? 1 by sine c. Then I told total internal reflection. It is the angle of incidence, and if angle of incidence is more than critical angle, if angle of incidence is more than critical angle, if angle of incidence is more than critical angle, refracted ray comes back into same medium. Refracted ray comes back into the same medium. Apart from this, I told yesterday center of curvature. I told children. Then I told pole children. Then I told focus. Then I told focal length. Then I told radius of curvature. Then I told principal axis. Then I told aperture also. And today, children, rules to draw ray diagram. I told. One ray parallel to the principal axis goes through focus. Light ray going through focus goes parallel. Any light ray going through optic center does not deviate. Then I told all the ray diagrams, children. Convex lens. In convex lens, how many ray diagrams I told children? 6 ray diagrams. Object at infinity, object beyond 2f I told, object on 2f I told, object between 2f and f I told, object on f I told, and object between f and o I told. And in concave lens, only 2 I told children. What are the 2? Object at infinity and object anywhere on principal axis. Object anywhere on principal axis I told. Okay, children. So I hope you all remember, children, that one. Next one. Next one, children, all of you please see here. In refraction, important concept you have to discuss power, children. Power of lens. Children, power of lens, I'm telling you, please copy, children, everyone. Power of lens. After telling power of lens, then I will make you do some numericals also. Please copy, children, power of lens. What is power of lens? Children, what is power of lens? Power of lens is capacity of lens. Capacity of lens to converge or diverge light rays passing through it. Light rays passing through it. Light rays passing through it. Okay, children. What is power of lens, children? It is the capacity of lens to converge
Or diverge. Diverge.
or
Diverge.
It's the capacity of lens to converge. Converge, who will do convex lens? Diverge, who will do, children? Diverge, who will do concave lens?
Concave.
Convex lens converge, concave lens diverge. Capacity of lens to converge or diverge. Capacity of lens to converge or diverge. Capacity of lens to converge or diverge. Light ray passing through it is called power of the lens. Units. What is the units of power, children? Diopters. Units of power is what, children? Diopters. Units of power is what, children? Diopters. Lens. Okay. Next, formula. What is the formula for power, children? What is the formula for power? Power is equal to, if focal length is given in meters, use 1 by f. If focal length is given in centimeters, use 100 by f. Try to understand. If focal length is given in meters, use 1 by f. In numericals, you will understand, children. Next, define 1 diopter. Children, define 1 diopter. Children, 1 diopter is power of lens. 1 diopter is power of lens. 1 diopter is power of lens whose focal length is 1 meter or 100 centimeters. Try to understand, children. 1 by 1 is 1, 100 by 100 is 1. If you want to get 1 diopter, this should be 1. 1 by 1 is 1. If you want to get 1 diopter, 100 by 100. 100 by 100 is also 1. So what is 1 diopter? 1 diopter is power of lens whose focal length is 1 meter or 100 centimeters. 1 diopter is power of lens whose focal length is 1 meter or 100 centimeters. 1 diopter is power of lens whose focal length is 1 meter or 100 centimeters. Harika, can you repeat the statement? 1 diopter?
1 diopter is the power of lens whose focal length is 1
meter?
meter or 100 centimeter.
Okay, Raghunath, can you repeat 1 diopter definition?
Yes, sir. 1 diopter is power of lens whose focal length is 1 meter or 100 centimeters.
Pravalika, can you define 1 diopter?
1 diopter is the power of lens.
Whose focal length is?
Power of lens whose focal length is 1
1
meter
meter?
or 100 centimeters.
Or 100 centimeters. Surya, can you repeat 1 diopter?
Sir, 1 diopter is power of lens whose focal length is 1 meter or 100 centimeters.
Sujit, can you repeat? 1 diopter is
That is
power of lens.
power of
Lens whose focal length is 1 meter or 100 centimeters.
100.
And children, focal length power is taken positive for convex, because I was telling you in the diagrams, focal length is positive, means power also positive, and power is taken negative for concaveness. Power is taken negative for concaveness. Okay, some numericals will do, children. And power of combination is also there, children. P1 plus P2 plus P3 and so on. Power of combination. If you combine different lenses, all powers if you add, you'll get power of combination. First numerical, children, simple numerical I will tell. Okay, find power of lens. Find power of convex lens whose focal length is 50 centimeter. One sum I will tell, children, remaining you have to do. Because centimeter I give, we use this formula. Power is equal to 100 by f in centimeter, 100 by 50. So 2 diopters, because they said convex, we have to put plus. So answer is plus 2 diopters. Okay, children, I hope you understood. Second sum, children. Find the power of lens. Find the power of lens whose concave lens. Children. This time I will do concave lens. Whose focal length is 25 centimeters. Okay, Harika, can you tell how to do this? Power is equal to?
P is equal to 100 by focal length in centimeters.
Okay.
Equal to 100 by 25. Is
Okay.
equal to minus 4 diopters.
Why minus? Because it is a
Because it is concave lens.
concave lens. Next, find the power of convex lens. Find power of convex lens. Find power of convex lens whose focal length is 10 centimeter. Raghuram, can you tell?
Yes, sir. Power is equals to 100 by f centimeters is equals to 100 by 10. 0, 0 cancel is equals to plus 10 diopter.
Why plus? Because convex lens is plus 10. Okay. Next. Find the power of concave lens whose focal length is 30 centimeters. Pravika?
Yes, sir. P is equal to 100 by f centimeter is
100
equal
by-
to 100 by 30
Okay.
is equal to 3.33
Yeah.
minus 3.
Minus. Why? Because it is a concave lens. Minus because it is a concave lens. Children, you should be careful with plus and minus. If you don't put plus and minus, they will not give marks, children. Next. Find focal length of convex. Find power of convex lens whose focal length is 75 centimeters. Surya, can you help me?
Sir, power is equal to 100 by focal centimeter. Is equal to 100 by 75.
25 fours or 25 threes?
By 25, yes.
How
4 by
much?
3. P is equal to 1.33.
Plus or minus? Sir?
Sir, plus.
Why? Convex.
Sir, because it's convex. Yes.
Convex means plus. Suju,
Sir,
find power of concave lens if focal length is 80 centimeters.
P is equal to 100 by focal centimeter
Okay.
is equal to 100 by
Okay. 80.
80.
250 is a 240 is a 5 by 4 is 1.25 divided by plus or minus or
Minus, sir.
minus. Next,
Concave.
Harika,
Yes, sir.
find power of convex lens if focal length is 2 meters. If focal length is 2 meters, what formula you use?
P is equal to 1 by
Yeah,
Fm
1 by f. Okay.
is equal to 1 by 2
Okay.
is equal to plus 0.5
That plus we have to keep. Why we will keep plus? Because it is convex.
convex.
Next, Raghuram, find the power
Yes,
of
sir.
concave lens whose focal length is 5 meters.
Yes, sir. Power is equals to 1 by f meter is equals to 1 by 5 is equals to 0.2.
Okay.
Sir, minus
Plus or
0. Minus, sir.
minus 0.2 diopters. Next. Find the power of combination. Find the power of combination if children. Find the power of combination if plus 3 diopters minus 2.5 diopters are kept in contact. Plus 3 diopters minus 2.5 diopters are kept in contact. Kept in contact. Okay, Surya, can you tell what is the power of combination formula?
Sir,
P1
yes.
plus P2 and so
P1
on.
plus P2. Yes.
Just add this. This you put here and this put here. That's all. 3 diopters minus 2.5 diopters. Actually plus it minus minus. So answer is 0.5 diopters is power of combination. 0.5 powers is power of combination. So children, what is the power definition? Anyone children? What is the power definition? Capacity of lens to converge or diverge. Light rays passing through it. What is power definition children? Capacity of lens to converge or diverge.
Diverge. Light rays
Capacity of
passing through it.
lens when light rays passing. The units are diopters. Formula is P is equal to 1 by F in meters or 100 by F in centimeters. 1 diopter definition is 1 diopter is power of lens whose focal length is 1 meter or 100 centimeters. Okay, Harika, can you define power of lens?
Capacity of lens to converge or diverge for light rays passing through lens.
Okay. Define 1 diopter.
1 diopter is the power of lens whose focal length is 1 meter or 100 centimeter.
100 centimeters. Raghunath, can you define power and 1 diopter?
Yes, sir. Sir, power of lens, the capacity of lens to converge or diverge when the light rays are passing through it. One diopter are passing through it.
1 diopter is power of
One
lens.
diopter is the
Power of lens.
power of lens when power of lens when focal length whose focal length is 100 meters or 100 centimeters or 1 meter.
Surya, can you define power and 1 diopter?
So the power of lens is the capacity of lens to converge or diverge when light rays are passing through it. And 1 diopter is the power of lens when where focal length is 1 meter or 100 centimeters.
1 meter or 100 centimeters. So, okay, children. So we have studied exclusively about the power, children, power of lens, how to put plus, how to put minus. One more topic I will tell children: refractive index. Anyone say? Can anyone say where do we study refractive index, children? Can anyone say where we study refractive index? Anyone in the class? Where we study refractive index, children?
They're in laws of refraction.
What is that called? Snell's law. What is it called? What is it called? Snell's law, children. We studied in Snell's law. In Snell's law, refractive index. Okay, we studied mu is equal to ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction is constant. This constant is called refractive index. Refractive index in light means density, children. That's all, nothing. Refractive index in light means density. There is other definition for refractive index means, children, that is ratio of velocity of light in air to velocity of light in given medium. Okay, children? And velocity of light is constant, children, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay, in the air, light travels with this speed, children. This will never change. Only medium will change. Whichever medium you will take, that medium you will get. What is the definition, children? What is the definition of refractive index? This is ratio. Ratio of velocity of light in air to velocity of light in given medium. Velocity of light in given medium. Given medium. It can be any medium, children. Okay. Can anyone define definition of refractive index? Raghuram, can you define refractive index definition?
Ratio of velocity of light in air to ratio.
Note again ratio.
To velocity of light in any given medium.
Again, next, Harika, can you define refractive index?
Yes, sir. The ratio of velocity of light in air to velocity of light in the given medium.
Next, Pravalika, can you define refractive index, other definition apart from this? Pravalika. Yeah. Sujit, can you define? Surya?
Yes, sir. Sir, ratio of velocity of light in air to velocity of light in any other medium.
Any other medium. Two numericals, if you do, you will understand, children. Find the refractive index of water given speed of light in water is 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. So we have to find refractive index of water. Refractive index of water means velocity of light in air by velocity of light in given medium. What is the medium here? What is the medium here? Water. This is constant. How much? 3 into 10 to the power of 8. And what is the velocity of light in water? 2 into 10 to the power of
10 to
8.
the power of 8.
3 by 2 is how much, children? 1.5. What is the units, children? Anyone? No units, because both are velocities, no units. You will not have any units for refractive index like that, children. So refractive index of water is 1.5. Okay. As you keep doing, you'll understand, children. Find refractive index of glass. Given velocity of light in glass is, children, given velocity of light in glass is how much means approximately 4 by 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay. Harika, tell me how to do this, sir.
Yes, sir.
Refractive index of glass is equal to
Velocity in air by velocity
light
in
in glass. Velocity of light in glass. This is constant. How much? 3 in 10 power of 8. And this is how much again?
4 by 3 into 10 to the power 8.
3 will come out.
9 by 4 is equal to 2.25.
2.25. Okay, children. Next one more, children. One more. Find refractive index of diamond. Find refractive index of diamond, children. If speed of light in diamond is, children, if speed of light in diamond is approximately 5 by 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Raghuram, can you tell how to do this?
Yes, sir. Velocity.
Refractive index of diamond is
Refractive index of diamond is equals to velocity of 8 by velocity of light in diamond is equals to 3 into 10 to the power 8 by 5 by 3 into 10 to the power 8. 10 to the power 8 and both are cancelled. 9 by 25 and 9 by 5 is equals to 1.8.
1.8. Next, find refractive index of alcohol. If velocity of light in alcohol is approximately 7 by 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay. Who will tell this? Pravalika, can you tell?
Yes, sir.
Refractive index of alcohol is? Velocity of light in?
Velocity by air by velocity of alcohol.
Okay, velocity of light in alcohol, not velocity of alcohol. Alcohol won't run. Yeah. Air is how much?
3 into 10 to the power of 8 by 7 by 3 into 10 to the power of 8.
Okay, mute your audio, a lot of disturbances. So children, 9 by 7 means 1.2 approximately you are getting 1.2. Okay, next one. Find the refractive index of kerosene. If velocity of light in kerosene is 2 by 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Surya, can you tell how to do refractive index of kerosene?
Sir, refractive kerosene is
Velocity of
velocity of air by
light in air.
velocity of light in air by velocity of light in kerosene.
How much is this?
So 3 into 10 to the power of 8 and
How much is kerosene speed?
2 by 3 into 10 to the power of 8.
How much is that?
Sir, 9 by 2.
9 by 2. That is 4.5.
4.5.
Approximately 4.5. Children, these are not standard values, children. I'm giving random some numbers. Okay. Find refractive index of crown glass. If speed of light in crown glass is 5 by 4 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay, 5 by 4. Sujit, can you tell how to find refractive index of crown glass? Velocity of light in air by
velocity of
light in crown glass
is equal to 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by 5 by 4 into 10 to the power of 8 10 to the power of 8 cancel 12 by 5 is equal to 2.4.
2.4. Refractive index can never be less than 1, children. Remember, 1 is air. Refractive index cannot be less than 1. 1 is air. Refractive index cannot be less than air. Remember, refractive index cannot be less than air. Find refractive index of benzene. If velocity of light in benzene is 7 by 4 meters per second, 7 by 4 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second. Okay, Harika, can you tell? Refractive index of benzene is velocity of light in air
by velocity of light in benzene.
Okay.
Equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 by 7 by 4 into 10 to the power 8.
7 by 4 into 10 to the power of 8. Okay, how
12
much is that? 12 by 7, that is 1.7 approximately. No units will be there. Okay, no units will be there. Next, Surya, can you tell?
Yes, sir.
Find refractive index of petrol. Given that velocity of light in petrol is 7 by 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second.
So the refractive index of petrol is velocity of light in air by velocity of light in petrol. So 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by 7 by 3 into 10 to the power of 8.
How much is that?
Sir, 6 by 7. 9 by 7.
How much is that?
Sir, 1.25.
Approximately 1.2. So children, like this you have to do. Children, I have made you do enough number of sums, children. So you should know what is refractive index. Refractive index means velocity of light in air by velocity of light in medium. Velocity of light in air by, if water is given, this is water. If glass is given, this is glass. If diamond is given, this is diamond. This is up is constant always. Okay, children. So refractive index of any medium is velocity of light in air by velocity of light in that medium. In that medium, velocity of light in that medium. If water is taken, here also water. If glass is taken, here also glass. But this will not change. That is refractive index. Refractive index means density, children. How much thicker? Okay. Water is there, air is there. Which is more denser, children? Can anyone say? Water is there, air is there. Which is more denser?
Water.
Water. So water has more refractive index. Water is there, glass is there. Which is more denser, anyone?
Glass.
Glass. So glass has more refractive index. Glass is there, diamond is there. Which is more denser, children? Which is more denser? Glass or diamond? Diamond is the hardest substance on the earth. Diamond. So refractive index of diamond is more, like that, children. So like that you should understand, children. Okay. So remaining we'll discuss tomorrow. Please copy our children.